So let's talk about Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Name your feelings as you were driving or not driving. Yes,
I was the passenger.
you are.
I'm Erika Berlin, and Tuesday morning, Leslie picked me up, 2:45 a.m., setting out on a journey to Buffalo, New York, getting ready for our trip to Mexico. We knew that the weather was bad. We got a heads up from a coworker that Route 90 was going to be bad, so we took 20 instead, which was a good call. We got about 15 miles outside of Buffalo, and then the roads just got so bad. We couldn't see at all. It was like a whiteout. The only way we knew which way we were going was because there was a semi in front of us, and we were like following his lights. And then it turns out, we later found out that there was an accident, that a semi was in an accident and totally blocked this off-ramp to the Skyway, which was closed anyway. So we were basically stuck, and then my feelings were this: oh, holy God. What are we going to do?
So when you were stopped, waiting for the traffic to move, and then it didn't move, what did you think?
I thought, okay, we have to keep the snow off the car because the windshield wipers stopped going, and it was like, okay, they're gonna freeze. They're gonna get wet from the defrost, and it's gonna freeze. And the snow was coming down so rapidly, so I kept getting out, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna clean the snow off, clean the snow off. So kept cleaning the snow off the car. Then I opened the door, and the snow's up. So I'm like, we have to abandon this car. We're not gonna move. Dustin, myself, and we're all looking on our GPSs, what's close by, the Best Western was there, game time decision, we're doing it. So I got out of the back, I pulled some things out of the suitcase, we wrapped clothes around our faces to like protect us. It was just starting to get light out, so we abandoned the car. We get to the hotel, we're covered in snow.
Did you tell anybody that we were abandoning the
Well, we called the police. Well, we called 911 to find out what was happening. Then we called the Lackawanna police, and we're like, again, tell us what's going on. They had nothing to say. They put us on hold, and then they came back. There's nothing going on. Yeah, oh yeah, those roads are closed. Yes, we know we're on the roads. So finally we called them again, and we tell them, we are abandoning this car. Here's the license plate number. Here's our name. Here's our phone number. We wrote that same information on the car itself, and we hoofed it. And we made it. Not without a few losses, of course. Leslie had her shoe mishap. But we made it, and when we got into the hotel, it was kind of the same thing. Like, people in the hotel had abandoned their cars, and they were in various states of, like, either they were covered in snow or they were soaking wet by the fire, and everyone kind of had a look of, like, shock on their face. We had called the hotel to reserve the rooms. We got the last 2 rooms that were available. I don't even remember what happened after that. We got the rooms, we came in, we like laid down, just kind of like, where, you know, what's going on? And the whole time I was feeling like, you go into the mode where you just have to get through the next thing, and you're not thinking about like all the other stuff yet. Like, what's gonna happen to the car? Will we have enough food? Do I have the right clothing? Am I going to be safe? You're not thinking about that yet. You're just thinking, what do I have to do right now? And so once we got back to the hotel, and we had taken care of the business of keeping ourselves safe from being buried, then it was like, okay, now we can start thinking about this stuff.
So I understand you traveled to get some, to look at the car later on in the day.
Yes.
And to maybe get some food.
Provisions.
Provisions.
So we needed...
What was that like?
We needed food, and I wanted to go meet Dustin because he said, hey, let's bring some luggage back, since he had brought his luggage the first trip. But Leslie and I, having larger suitcases that we had planned on checking, did not have access to carry that kind of stuff. So we went back. I did a little hodgepodge of Leslie and I in both suitcases, put them in the bags, walked back with Dustin. He brought the bags inside, and I said...
How was that walk?
That walk was easy.